So you could find you are in conflict with people around you at the moment. It could have started off as quite a playful conflict, but it could be getting slowly and progressively serious here. And all the banter that you put out there has got people riled up, okay? So yeah, just be conscious of that. It could be people around you that are trying to bring you undone as well. All right, so clarification please on the Five of Wands for Aquarius. Clarification on the Five of Wands for Aquarius. Thank you. All right, well, this is your card, okay? So you could be pouring out your emotions to everyone and everything at the moment, and you're finding that people are getting a little bit upset with you about it. Be really conscious of that, okay? You are a shining star, we know that, but be very careful about pouring out your emotions about how you feel about things, but also how you feel about your worldly possessions. It can come back to bite you, yeah, because there's been a big transformation in your life recently. There may have been a situation where you thought you had things in control and something happened and has had you feeling a little bit out of control of the situation, leaving you a little bit on the defensive side, okay? Yeah, and focusing on emotional upsets too has really led to quarrels between you and other people at this time, okay? All right. All right, because you just want victory in a situation. You want to be known for how well you've handled something, and you're willing to, and you've been working darn hard at something here, getting up every day, putting in the work, working really, really hard, and all you wanted was victory. But I think that you're finding that that may have slipped through your fingers at the moment. You may not feel very victorious. You might feel quite exhausted at this period of time. Yes, I think the emotions have come from looking back at your own childhood and or dealing with your parents or your own children. It's been getting you very much in your feels and getting you very, very tired, okay? So just be conscious of that. You want to work with people though. You want to change your situation for the better. And maybe that's where you want to have victory. You want people to get along and people to really acknowledge exactly how good you are at what you've done and where you've got yourself and or your family. Okay. Yeah, because you want financial stability for yourself. Okay. It's very important for you at this time to have this financial stability. You also want to, at the end of all this hard work, be able to put your feet up a bit and start to enjoy your money that you've been able to gain. But I don't know if you're in that situation at the moment. I think you're feeling that, will I ever be able to enjoy this money? You know, will I just have to work until I retire and then, you know, that's it type of thing? Yeah, because you've been working really, really hard at something here, and you want to set up your children, particularly financially. Yes, you want to be very financially secure, okay? And or you've got yourself to this stage, but it's been at the detriment to your health here. You've been working just far too hard to try and give to your family what you didn't have, okay? Right, so it's got you you've had enough now. You've really had enough. And you want to race in and tell people exactly how you think. Okay. Be careful about doing that. It could lead to people firing up around you. If you've been a certain way for so long, if you've been the one that's just been plodding along and doing all the work and then suddenly you go, right, everyone, you're going to start to look after yourself. People might get a bit upset by that. Okay. So just be conscious of that. Yeah. And you're trying to decide which way to go. I think I've got a feeling here that you might be wanting to throw in your day job here and move into a job that you might want to do before it's too late scenario. and you've been getting really confused about which way to go. Will I be able to support the family and the kids at this stage? Yeah, and you have been focusing on what you don't have very much here, and putting you in a very emotional state. For Aquarius, you don't really like to be put in an emotional state. You're a fact-based sign. You like things to be black and white, and I don't think they have been for a little while here. Yeah, and the fights have been constant and ongoing, okay? The struggle within yourself, but the struggle without, okay? I see you as the person at the front here. You're looking back at past struggles, past fights. You are holding 3 of Swords, so you are holding the heartbreak from the past and maybe bringing it into the present, which is manifesting again and again and again, making you feel like, oh yeah, well, this is going to happen, and it happens. You know, this person won't treat me right, and that happens. But because you've been focusing on that, if you start to focus on what you do want instead of what you don't want, that's what you will get. Yeah, you want to be seen as a person that's got it all together, though, from the external. You want people to actually see you as somebody that is very much in control of their life and their finances and their worldly possessions, the stuff around them. But it's going to have to come to an inevitable end. This keeping up appearances and trying to keep everything together has to end, because you can't keep on going on like this. Pretty much it's going to lead to complete burnout if you keep on doing this work with all the troubles in the background, emotional troubles, thoughts in the background here. It's going to lead to burnout. So be very, very conscious of that in July. Yeah, it might be time to keep a lid on your emotions at this point in time, even if you feel like you are very much right and justified in what you're saying about a situation. It might be very important to keep a lid on your emotions, just to back off other people and back off the fights and the squabbles. And this is going to make you feel a lot more in power at this time. Yeah, because you know exactly what you want in this situation. You know exactly what you would like. Make sure what you like is something positive and good for yourself and people around you, okay? Yeah, because look, if you don't back off and change this scenario, things are going to change very rapidly. You might lose your health and then lose your job, and then you'll have to change anyway, those sorts of things. And or there's been maybe your partner that hasn't been working for a while suddenly gets a high paying job. It could be either scenario or anything in between. Okay. But the universe is going to step in if you don't and change this scenario for you. So check in with your thoughts, see where you're at, see what you're projecting into the future. Okay. And because that's what the universe is going to deliver, and quickly. All right. So yeah, as I said, it could be something like you fall over at work and break your leg, bang, done. You can't look after yourself. You can't look after your family. Changes the scenario really quickly. In that sort of idea, you could feel very out of control. Okay. So it might be time for you to step up and make the decision yourself and make the positive changes that you need in your life, to get you to a place where you want to be. All right, so we're going to have a look at abundance using the angels of abundance here. Advice for Aquarius, please, in July. Unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is to take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. Okay, Aquarius, it's time to make that decision and start to act on it. All right, we're going to have a look at your health too, because the thoughts of sudden change in your health have popped up. Massage. Wow, this one keeps on popping up. It might be very important for everybody to get some massages at the moment. Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me know that I deserve to receive massages and other self-care treatments. Yes, it's time to look after yourself, Aquarius. Look after yourself physically. It's very important this month. All right, we're going to also have a look at love blocks that might be affecting you. Love blocks for Aquarius, please. All right, love blocks are heaven on earth. Understand the miracle of living now. Yes, don't get caught up in the past and expect it to be happening in the future. Realize this is a brand new day, a brand new scenario, situation, even if it's the same characters, okay? You are in control of the situation, Aquarius. You are the one that can manifest exactly what you want in this life. Okay, and we'll also have a look at the power thoughts surrounding this. Same cards keep on popping up. This popped up for Libra as well. I have the perfect living space. I must see myself living in a wonderful place. It fulfills all my needs and desires. It's in a beautiful location and a price I can afford. So yes, see yourself, even if look around your own home and realize there's things to be very grateful for, that you have a roof over your head, okay? And or if it's not the ideal place for you, start to envision exactly what will be the ideal home for you. A place that you don't have to work yourself to the bone for, where everything's provided, it's in the right place and you can afford it easily, okay? And the universe will start to put those wheels in motion for you. All right, we're also going to have a look at the Sacred Spirit reading cards here for some more advice for you, Aquarius. Advice for Aquarius, please. Aquarius. Okay, what have we got? Love and light. Act with care. Yeah, care for yourself and care for others, but act. Very important to act this month. Secret temptation. Being led astray. Yes, this could be your mind literally leading you astray and having you in a squabble of some kind, constant arguments, okay? Check in with that shadow side, very important this month. And guardian, guard your energy. Yes, look after yourself, look after your energy. Don't give all to everyone and everything. Put all your energy into work and then come home and have no energy for your family or relationships. Okay, there needs to be a bit of balance here. Be careful about your mindset, okay? Don't bring the past into the present. It's very important at this time. Okay, and we'll also have a look at the Work Your Light Oracle cards here for your Aquarius. Thank you very much. Straight out. All right, Aquarius. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Yes, so you could be thinking about the past, how your parents' lives were, how your grandparents' lives were. Know that they are very close to you at this time if they have passed on, and want you to be very happy and fulfilled at this time, okay? And dance with life, Aquarius. Do something to change your energy. Yes, very important this month, Aquarius, to really check in with yourself. Get yourself out of that negative headspace. Because, yeah, you are manifesting exactly what you're thinking at the moment. So, yeah, it's time to change your energy up and start to enjoy your life.